Welcome back to probably another failure. Alright, we are got our evac zone in the north. We've got a turret right here to protect it. We'll get that online, why not? And then we'll see what this map looks like and where we're gonna go. Oh wow, okay, so that's the core right there. So if and when we get our 14 data cores done, and a lot of them are actually arranged right around here. So if I screw this one up, it's entirely on me. I can't blame the map. I mean, it looks like I got about half the 14 data cores I need right here. The core that we're going to have to self-destruct is like, could not possibly be any closer to the exit, so we're not going to have a very far run to go back. What I'm going to do now is just try to make sure this area is secured. Good if I knew where that breach was from. So we got a little breach in here. I'm not gonna let that freak me out. In this direction. Let's see what we can do about this. See what we can do about this. If anything. Close that door and get the fuck out of there. That's what we can do. So, try to remember, door 448 is the death door. I mean, that's gonna be our problem. Is those little bastards are gonna be knocking down door 448, spawning in there infinitely. Once they knock it down, they're gonna start flooding the core zone and our exit and everything we need. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just want to get these data cores. And we're gonna start. And, oh my god. Alright. So we got another breach in this section, obviously. We're gonna get the sentry online to help deal with that. Get another data core right to our right. Not bad. Okay, that's up. This guy. Alright, now let's see. Do we need to press in here? I think we do. I would like to get... Oh my god, this is the problem. Now, are these guys only coming from the right, or are they coming from the left, too? Let's see. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna fucking deal with that. These things... Yeah, we've been overrunning here. See how bad it can go so quickly? Now I'm boxed in. I hope it's clear on the video. Usually I rewatch these things afterwards and I'm like, oh, I should have just been looking at that door is about to get broken down. I should have been looking at my mini-map. The motion detector would have told me there was one about to flank me, but in the moment, which is where I am right now, I'm like, just, oh, whoa, it's aliens, and I died. Alright. Try again. Okay, I got a nice long hallway. This is in the west. Nice long hallway moving to the east. That is the only entrance route to our exit. And it looks like, again, we have a core right next to the exit. We have 13 data cores to download in this level. I do hope that the distinction between I'm making the distinction between a core and a data core. I don't even know if core is the right word for this big thing that we blow at, but it sounds like it should be a core. Data core, on the other hand, I have no idea what that means. It's not my fault. It's the terminology of the game. The problem with the core areas is like there's no doors in them, and they're just sort of these big, wide array. Oh my god. There's a fucking breach. That was a breach. Where is it? Right there. Okay. So we're gonna babysit this breach, get the core. We're gonna try to shut that door without the aliens. They're gonna bust down the door eventually anyway. So we're gonna shoot the next one that pops up. And then shut the door quickly. Alright, goodbye. Okay, so that'll hold not long at all. But for a while. And if we're lucky... Okay, yeah, they're already busting that in that door. My god, this is gonna suck. Alright, so what I want to do is... Is there any way to secure this core area? As I was saying, I don't like the core areas because they're these irregular zigzags with no doors in them, and if you're not lucky and you don't get like a lot of turrets everywhere that you can turn on, there's no way to really protect them. And you always have to go back to the core areas because you have to blow them up. But we'll do what we can. It's going to be overrun with aliens. It's just going to happen. So we'll just try to get us some data cores while we can. And do what we can. So far, so good. I mean, if we're really lucky, we don't have to go back to that area of the ship. But when have we ever been lucky? I'll be honest, I'm pretty much lost here. I do know I'm not too far from the exit because this whole big... As long as you see weird-looking, Corey-looking things like... Yeah, pardon me. Got surrounded. That's what happened. Try again. Hallway, move into the north. No weird core area around it. Instead, a nice turret that is going to cover 3 different directions at once. So maybe we can be a little more methodical about this. Oh, no, we got a breach right there. That does seem to happen a lot, doesn't it? I assume the breaches are just, you know, random, but... Could be some sort of algorithm where we just gonna let those guys get mowed down by the turret while we snag us another core here. Yeah, I don't know if there's some algorithm where, you know, the breaches tend to be closer to you or not. But good, we got more turrets. So when those aliens inevitably break through that door, they will be mowed down in yet more dozens. I'll turn this guy on too, because this is actually not entirely bad. If I'm correct, our entire entrance area is... I don't think there's any other exits. We got the breach here, we got this thing here, we got turrets everywhere, and the only way to go is through door 532. Towards the east. So for all intents and purposes, that's our entry area. It will be overrun by aliens, but for the time being at least, we got turrets protecting it. And now the question is where to go. So I'm going to leave the north. This is the north. I'm just going to try to focus on... This is sort of my my Rubicon, okay? Or not my Rubicon. Yeah, the Rubicon? The Roman River. Big Roman River. So everything to the north of it I'm going to ignore for now. Everything to the south of it I am going to take care of as quickly as I fucking can. So I am going to disappear down here. Keep moving to the south. And try to get the angle on him. Oh, see, we can get a turret up here. So as those guys are banging down the door, coming out of whatever breach zone in the south is down here, I am going to be sneaking around them, getting turrets online. Fucking mowing them them down. That is how it goes. See another swarm of them coming in here. Now the problem is... oh my god. Okay, so we got guys everywhere here. Hopefully they're just coming from one direction. It doesn't matter, like, you can deal with a lot of them as long as you have bullets. The problem is when they start flanking you, which is what I'm really worried about. And we may have just got lucky, and I wish I knew where that breach was, or how many of the breaches there are in here. Okay, so there's some guys in here. Oh my god, alright, so now... oh. This is nerve-wracking, isn't it? I'm just around him. We need to move fast, because I'm really worried about getting flanked. I don't know if there's somebody behind me, I have no way... no, doesn't matter, I'm dead. There you go. Playing others, very addictive. It's one of those like, I suck, and yet I want to try again. Alright, long hallway moving to the south. Set the turret up to protect our escape route. 19 data cores, that's a long one, but it also means we might get a lot of buffs. So what I'm going to try to do is just keep moving. I'm going to move south and kind of make a... I like to think of it as sort of a big divider line that runs down the map along the axis of my exit. Not that I'm not going to divert and get this obvious data core here and a dead end. So if there's a breach that shows up there, I don't need to like worry about running in here later when it's overrun. Yeah, so there's the exit. Just going to continue moving south, activating turrets, and trying to just kind of create a big divider line, hopefully, if I'm lucky, armed with turrets. Now that's sad. There's obviously a breach through there, and I would like to try to deal with it sooner rather than later, because, see, if I can get in there, get more turrets online, then I can help get that fucking breach under control. There it is. See, right there. There it is right there. God damn it, there's two of them. There's two of them. But if I can get this fucking thing online, if I can just stand here and get this thing online, then we're going to have the breaches somewhat under control. And there we go. Okay, so that one's got my back. Okay, it's two breaches. We got two, look at this. We got one breach there. We got two breaches here. I can shut this goddamn door. I can get this data core. And, you know, those will hold for a while. And that's probably 2/3 of the breaches on the map. So that bodes pretty well for us, actually. It was hairy, but and then if they break through that door, they're gonna get mowed down by another turret. So if I'm really lucky, I may just kind of have the rest of the map with maybe just like one or two breaches to deal with. And I don't really need to ever worry about going into that area again, because I saw it was dead ends. There's two breaches in the dead end, and they're all covered by turrets. So great. So now I can just start worrying about where the hell are these 17 data cores, and alright, so there, my entrance should be really well covered. Now I can start maybe not hitting every single sentry turret on the way. I think that's the sound of the turret through the wall. That's still fine. And actually get us some buffs and stuff, so we can be a little better armed as we move into the interior of this ship. We've yet to find the core room. We have a motion tracker now, which is a big deal. There's a dead end too. Let's see what they go back to. Motion tracker's a big deal. If you just remember to kind of look at your map as much as you look at the screen, you'll do well. You can now see, okay, we can shut this off too. No reason to go in there, honestly. Now the question I have is, where do we have to go? Because that's all done. I don't need to go back in here. Don't need to go back in here. I know it's a dead end. So where the fuck are we supposed to go? Was there another door back here I didn't see? Did I take a wrong turn? Yeah, I did. Okay, so honestly, all of that, we don't have to worry about door 694. Door 694 is dead to us. We know there's 2 breaches in there. We've secured them. Hopefully there's not very much in the rest of the map. I know there is something right there, so I'm going to get this sentry online. So we're going to leave door 676 for now. And we're going to start clearing out the south end of whatever's in this little section. Hopefully being pretty quick about it. Because if door 676 breaks, they'll hit that turret and they'll be dead. If it breaks. They won't necessarily start breaking down the door if they don't see me behind it. I'm going to get more sentries and stuff online here. Because God knows what I'm going to face. We do have a lot of shit going on there. Some more data cores. Pretty tense. I mean, I feel that this is one that I kind of have a handle on, at least for the moment. What the fuck? Okay, we just had a breach behind us, so I'm going to shut that, so we don't, they'll get no damage for it anyway, because we know we got another breach in here. There's got to be at least 4 breaches on the map at this point. I should have been paying better attention to them, but I do think we're going to have to go down here. Fortunately, there's turrets to help us. Yeah, here's the core room. God. Alright. Now this is gonna be goddamn awful. We're gonna have to rely on that turret to get our left flank. There's somebody... Okay, we do have the motion tracker. I need to remember to look at the motion tracker. Just fuck you guys. My God. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can really do to secure this area. So we're just going to have to press in. We have a lot of ammo. That's something we got going for us. So, I just need to shoot my way in here, up to the data cores. Always helps to close these doors, so I can stand here. Actually, forget that. Get the sentry online. Get the sentry... Oh, no! Oh. That's painful. That's really painful. Got up to 1,500 rounds of ammo. This is one of the best buffs is you can get your download time down. So normally at 10 seconds at each turret or download core. So that can go down to 7.5 and then even 5 and 2 and I think even like 1 second, which just makes you like a super hacker. You can just speed through all this shit. But it's kind of hard to get up. I think those are pretty rare buffs. Battery life went up to 90 seconds, battery charge went to 5 seconds per second. Downloading, and we had a motion tracker, and we had maps. Again, we took about 7 minutes, and we only got 9 data cores, and we died. Alright, see you next time.